Hello and welcome to my halted evolution. This is my fourth budget post. This week we are working on the February budget because we still have a couple of weeks left. However, the check we received this week is actually going to be for March's budget. One of the biggest frustrations I have about dealing with our money is that it is in perpetual motion. We can't just pause for a week to let everything line up and confirm that I'm not running on a deficit without knowing. This is especially difficult when I decide to make a ton of changes like I did this last week. I had a late night freakout over finances, and will be posting the video showing the current breakdown. It's going to be fun times. On to where we stand with money. First, the reminder, we are a low-income, single-income family anticipating an income of $26,270.52 this year. So far, we've made, and by we, I do mean my husband, $5,349.23, which is approximately 20% of what we are expecting. This leads me to believe that my husband's raise will hopefully be equal to an additional paycheck. He's also going to be working overtime when it becomes available. I am hoping for a temp position, it's a second shift data entry, to be open mid-April. As far as the monthly expenses go, I called our alarm company and won't have to pay until June. At that point in time, I'll most likely have to call back to cancel. I doubt I'll be offered 3 months free a second time. We'll see. I looked over the phone bill. We're with AT&T. When we purchased my husband's new phone, they automatically signed us up for their next program and the cell phone protection plan. That's $20 a month we don't need to pay. So a little money got shaved off our expenses that way. I made the tough decision to stop our charitable contributions. We donated to 2 animal rescues, and it hurts to go from planning on increasing the donations to them and adding a local domestic violence shelter and local children's organizations, as well as saving up to be able to do Christmas gifts for elderly like we were in 2020, to not doing any monthly donations and not saving up for the Christmas presents. We'll get to higher ground and be in a position to help others again, though. I reviewed what exactly is covered in our small sink fund. The items in it were put in when I still worked. I got fired in September 2020, and budgeting went on a hiatus for basically all of 2021. So things like our anniversary, going to Renfest, Valentine's Day, Christmas, Halloween, putting money aside for birthday presents, all of those things get to go on ice for now, which is hard. It was hard. This Valentine's Day was the first time we didn't do anything because we couldn't. Well, with all of that gone, I was able to move about half of the money we already had in our small sink fund over to the large sink fund. That fund can't really be cut. It covers our property taxes, insurances, the dog's annual vet visit, and their antiparasiticals. So the large sink fund is now fully funded. That means our focus is on paying off the credit card and saving up for preschool. Basically, any extra money from my husband's paycheck are going towards the credit card. Any money I manage to bring in, and tax refund, if any, will go towards the preschool fund. So far, there is nothing in the preschool fund. I have sold some items at the local pop-up consignment shop this week, and my fingers are crossed that more gets sold. We've put almost $300 towards the credit card, and now we owe only $7,342.09. At this point, the minimum monthly payment is $151, and interest adds about $62 each month. Not figuring the interest, at this rate, the card will be paid off in May of 2026. Yeah, I know. According to the statement, if I just pay the minimum, it will take 17 years to pay off the card. If I manage to pay $243 a month, I'll have it paid off in just 3 years. We'll see if the extra money can beat that time. The cell phone bill was paid, so we owe less on the new phone. I'm questioning paying the credit card off before the cell phone, but I keep reminding myself that the credit card is going to be annexed by the emergency fund. I've already filled in on most of this fortnight's wins. I canceled a subscription, got a temporary reprieve from paying another. I reduced the amount of the small sink fund, which enabled the large sink fund to be fully funded. I did add an expense, a $20 monthly for my allowance. My plan is to save it up so I can continue a membership with Motivated Mama Society. My failures. I really don't talk about it this update. My computer was purchased as an anniversary present last year because my husband knew I wanted to try and set up a YouTube channel and a blog, and my old computer was 10 plus years old. I got this thing in November, and it was constantly crashing and rebooting. It would go days without a problem, and then restart while restarting from the last time it restarted. So he convinced me to bring it in to see if it could be fixed, and the fix was covered by the warranty. We bought this computer with money we didn't have. We don't have the money to fix it. Naturally, after I dropped it off, I wanted to blow some money. Instead of spending money on myself, I purchased some food for a person that was on the side of the street and took that money from the gas fund. I had filled my car up a day or two earlier, and I'm fairly confident that the tank will last until March. The next thing I did was I bought Taco Bell. Part of the pop-up consignment store is the more hours you volunteer, the higher percentage you get back. I didn't plan meals properly and was having to do some last-minute prep for items that needed to be brought in the next day, so I got fast food. I am working on planning better. I stocked up on some items and to make our child veggie pouches, and because of that, when I buy groceries this week, it has to be under $56. It should be, and we have frozen leftovers, so it will be covered. I'm just not too thrilled about putting myself in the position of having to keep an eye on the total. And that's what I have for this budget update. I will make a video that goes through each line of my budget. Check that out if you're curious about where everything goes. I also have 2 more budget hack videos and corresponding blog posts for you guys to see. Drop a comment if there is any budget hack you've heard of that you want to know my thoughts on or want me to make a video or post about it.